The next moment shows a Russian soldier moving across open ground with no nearby cover. From above, a Ukrainian drone locks onto the movement and begins a rapid approach. The soldier looks up only once, realizing the threat too late. The drone confirms the position and commits, ending the encounter within seconds. The footage captures a close-range encounter inside a trench, where a Ukrainian drone maintains pressure on a Russian soldier at ground level. In a moment of panic, the soldier picks up a large stone and turns to run. As the drone closes the distance, he attempts to strike it, but the improvised defense fails to alter the outcome. The following footage unfolds near a forest edge in the Pokrovsk direction. A Ukrainian drone detects a Russian soldier wearing a rain poncho as he moves along a narrow path through snow-covered trees. The ground appears recently soaked, and the soldier pauses briefly to shake accumulated snow from his clothing before continuing forward. As he approaches a disabled tank positioned near the tree line, he slips underneath the hull, using the wreck as improvised shelter. Moments later, another Ukrainian drone arrives and begins circling the vehicle, carefully scanning for openings beneath the chassis. From above, the confined space is assessed methodically. The soldier shifts deeper under the tank, pressing himself farther inside in an attempt to avoid detection. The movement is tracked in real time. Once an accessible angle is identified, the drone commits and completes the engagements. The sequence illustrates how damaged vehicles and forest cover can create a temporary sense of safety, but offer little protection once aerial surveillance confirms position and removes uncertainty. The next event unfolds inside a forest in the Lyman direction. A Ukrainian drone accelerates toward two Russian soldiers attempting to flee through the trees. As the aircraft closes in, one soldier fires upward in a last effort to disrupt the approach, but the attempt fails to change its course. Nearby, another soldier wearing thermal masking gear lies motionless on the ground, believing concealment will be enough. From above, the drone pauses, reassesses the position, then commits, showing how stillness and improvised measures offer little protection once aerial observation confirms a target. The next situation unfolds near an area of intense fighting. A group of Russian soldiers is seen resting beside low brush near a trench line, believing the position offers temporary safety. From above, a Ukrainian drone detects the pause and moves in to observe. As the aircraft closes distance, one soldier panics and breaks into a run across open ground. He covers only a short distance before the drone commits and the movement stops. After the initial engagement, the remaining soldiers quickly drop into the nearby trench, attempting to escape observation. Moments later, another Ukrainian drone arrives overhead. As the sound of the motors echoes along the trench, panic spreads again. The soldiers abandon their positions and begin running down the trench line, hoping speed will create distance. From above, the route is clear. The drone follows steadily, maintaining alignment and pressure before committing once more. The following situation unfolds inside a shallow trench near an intensely contested area in the Pokrovsk direction. A Ukrainian drone detects subtle movement below the earthworks and descends to investigate. The first engagement disrupts the position and exposes the soldier's exact location. Realizing he has been seen, the soldier reaches for a broken wooden plank and pulls it over his body, attempting to create improvised cover inside the trench. From above, the material offers no real protection. The drone maintains observation, holding position while operators reassess the scene. Moments later, a second Ukrainian drone arrives, approaches from a controlled angle, confirms the exposed position, and commits. The next sequence unfolds along a dirt road in the Pokrovsk direction. Two Ukrainian drones move low and steady along the route, tracking a group of Russian soldiers traveling on two ATVs. From above, spacing and direction are clear. As the drones close in, the soldiers abandon the vehicles and scatter in panic, splitting into two separate directions. The response is immediate. One drone commits toward the group breaking left, while the second adjusts course and targets the group fleeing right. The coordination leaves no gap in coverage. What begins as a rapid movement along a rural road turns into a fragmented escape under constant aerial pressure. illustrating how paired drones compress reaction time and deny organized withdrawal once contact is made. The next scene unfolds on the edge of a contested village. A Russian soldier moves along a dirt road when he notices a Ukrainian drone hovering nearby. Reacting instinctively, he drops into a shallow depression beside the road and remains completely still, believing immobility will keep him hidden. From above, the drone slows and reassesses, confirming the position and lack of cover. With the location verified and no further movement observed, the aircraft commits and completes the engagement, showing how stillness alone offers little protection once aerial observation is established. The sequence captures a Russian soldier lying motionless beneath a roadside tree near an active contested area. The position appears calm, with no immediate movement suggesting detection. Moments later, a Ukrainian drone descends from above after confirming the location. With limited cover and no opportunity to relocate, the engagement follows, underscoring how static concealment quickly fails under persistent aerial surveillance. The next situation unfolds near a forest edge close to the front line. A Ukrainian drone detects subtle movement within the trees and identifies a Russian soldier attempting to remain concealed. From above, the position is quickly confirmed. With no viable route to relocate or break contact, the drone descends and commits, ending the encounter within seconds under direct aerial control. A Ukrainian drone tracks a Russian soldier as he enters a damaged house in an attempt to find shelter. The aircraft follows immediately, committing inside the structure and rendering the position unusable. Nearby, another drone identifies a separate shelter concealed close to the building. After a brief confirmation pass, it closes in and disables that position as well, showing how enclosed spaces offer limited protection once aerial tracking is established. The next sequence takes place near a cluster of ruined buildings. A Ukrainian drone detects a Russian soldier curled inside a discarded bathtub, using it as improvised cover. From above, the position is quickly confirmed. As the drone moves closer, the sound of the motors echoes through the rubble. Realizing he has been discovered, the soldier abandons the hiding place and runs into the open. He manages only a few steps before the drone closes distance and cuts off any chance of escape. The moment shows how unconventional shelter offers little protection once aerial observation establishes control. According to released footage, Ukrainian operators conducted large-scale drone operations in the Sumy region, deploying more than 20 unmanned aircraft within a single day. The drones were used to monitor and engage Russian soldiers, moving individually while attempting to cross forest edges, open fields, and take cover inside damaged buildings and shelters. Armored vehicles and electronic equipment were also identified and targeted during the operation. From the aerial perspective, infantry movement becomes visible almost immediately. Even brief relocation attempts or short pauses stand out clearly against surrounding terrain. In several sequences, soldiers attempt to flee once drones are detected overhead, but limited equipment and the absence of effective countermeasures leave few realistic options to escape. The footage highlights how sustained drone presence compresses reaction time and removes uncertainty for operators. What might appear concealed at ground level is exposed from above, demonstrating how modern drone operations reshape movement, survivability, and decision-making across contested areas. Multiple Russian unmanned ground vehicles are shown being disabled during a coordinated Ukrainian operation, likely in the Huliaipole direction. According to released footage, the actions are attributed to the Pentagon Battalion of Ukraine's 225th Assault Regiment. From above, the drones identify the UGVs as they maneuver or remain positioned near contested routes. Rather than rushing, operators assess spacing, movement, and supporting terrain before committing. One by one, the systems are neutralized, removing mobility and reconnaissance capability from the area. The sequence highlights how unmanned platforms are increasingly vulnerable once detected from the air, and how layered aerial surveillance allows Ukrainian forces to reduce technical advantages by targeting systems that enable movement, sensing, and control on the ground. According to released footage, Ukraine's 77th Air Assault Brigade conducted successful counter-drone actions in the Kupiansk-Svatova direction, targeting multiple Russian Molniya attack drones. From the air, Ukrainian operators identify launch routes and flight paths before committing. Each engagement is deliberate, focusing on denying Russia the ability to sustain drone pressure in the sector. The sequence highlights how airspace control has become a contested layer of the battlefield, where detecting and neutralizing hostile drones is as critical as engaging ground forces to maintain operational balance.